wrestler and the stripper.
Hey, ladies and gentlemen, this is Borderline that you're watching with the wrestler and the stripper. My name is Michael Maggiolotti. I've been in the pro wrestling business as the Rebel StarBuck for over 26 years worldwide, and beside me for 11 years now, showgirl and stripper and groupie, Irina Tundra.
Hello, guys.
Well, Irina, you had a question.
So far on this series, we've talked about relationships and money and wealth. So I have a quick question for you. See, in every relationship that I've been in, I've gotten to hear this, the man goes, "Oh, you're with me only because of my money." But the real situation each time has been that I've made more money than the guy. So why do guys go like that? You're with me only because of my money. Is that an ego thing?
I don't know. It's maybe it's a certain kind of guy that says it. I think in a way, of course, the man wants to feel like he is
Provider.
the provider. Yeah, I think it's a basic need that men have. But by the same token, my question to you then conversely would be that can a woman marry down, or can she mate? Can she choose a mate that is less than her on the economic ladder?
I'm living proof of that. Thank goodness I got out of it.
Okay, in other words, it wasn't your thing.
It wasn't my thing. I mean, it wasn't. The money wasn't the problem. The problem was everything else. But yeah.
Well, today, since we're talking about values, perspectives, perceptions, ethics, and whatnot here on Borderline, today's topic is happiness versus contentment. And because you weren't happy in that relationship, you got out. Am I right?
Yes.
Okay. Happiness versus contentment. Are they the same thing, or are they different? Are they something completely, are they an island unto themselves?
I believe you can be happy and content, but you can also be content, but maybe not so happy.
Yeah.
Or extremely happy, but not so content.
So which one is more important, happiness or contentment?
I believe happiness is ultimately, it's just a state of mind. So basically you can become happy.
It's a fleeting emotion.
As you are content, you can just become happy. But if you're happy, you can't become content as easily.
Well, basically the
So answer to that question, I guess contentment is more important.
Yeah, I would say so too. Well, the definition of happiness is more or less the experience of frequent positive thoughts, such as joy, interest, and pride. Whereas contentment...
pride's in there.
Yes, they're proud of your achievements, so it makes you happy, right?
Okay.
Yeah, okay. Contentment, on the other hand, is something longer lasting, with a deeper feeling of satisfaction and gratitude. So thankfulness.
Okay.
All right. So I would have to agree with you that actually contentment is more important, because you can be happy, but happiness always comes and goes. I've seen this in my life. I've seen it actually with a lot of the women that I've been involved with. For some reason with women, happiness seems to be more of a fleeting thing than it is with men. I think it's easier for men to find contentment, to just be happy with something and just say that, I'm good. I'm good, man. Whereas with women, I think that women always are geared, or are more so geared, to seek out, how could you say, highs. They're looking for specific, like, mountain peak experiences, where that is a question of happiness. So,
you just settle for too little.
No, you don't. You settle
If you're just like, oh, this is good.
Well, no. The thing is, does it work for you? Does it make you? Does it satiate you? Does it make you happy? Does it make you, or are you content? Are you honestly content with settling for a certain level of something? In other words, let's say we talked about relationships. In other words, in a relationship, as a man, for example, you're not going to be, sleeping around with tons of other chicks after you get married, because then you're cheating on your significant other. Unless you have an open relationship, that's not really a marriage, though.
Agree with that.
Okay, but that's if you can
The
disagree.
proofs speak against that.
Okay, but I'm just saying that
Okay.
generally people, when you commit to a relationship,
Yeah.
you are committing to another person for the rest of your life, and they call it cheating for a reason, right? So
Yeah.
when you break that trust and you go with somebody else and you get sexually intimately involved with somebody else while you're in a relationship with someone, they deem that to be cheating. So in other words, it's not a way to happiness. In other words, if you choose to be married, oftentimes, more often than not, you're going to have to find a way to be content with what you have with that person. You're going to have to find a way to be content. Does it make sense?
Yeah, it does.
Right. So, that said, what makes a person truly happy in this life? And what makes a life worth living? What does it take to be truly happy and love your life?
Yeah, good question. I would say just you have to just learn to be happy and like grateful for what you like, grateful for things,
Grateful for what?
and don't take things for granted.
But grateful for what? Because it seems like in our culture, so many people whine and bitch and moan and complain about the most trivial bullshit. In other words, that if you're in the 7% that we talked about earlier, and you have running water, you have a flushable toilet, you have clothes that you can change and wear different clothes, each and every day. If you have a bed to sleep in, if you have heat in the home, if you have a refrigerator, if you have food in the fridge, why do you moan, bitch, and complain? So what makes a person truly happy? What does it take?
I think we are in an age where we've kind of learned that things make us happy, like items make us happy, and the media keeps feeding us, and like this is the next item you need.
But I think now in the COVID-19 era, we've come to find that a lot of that shit just doesn't make you happy. So that said, what then makes, now you've said what doesn't make you happy, because it's material things, it's inanimate objects that you buy.
They make you happy for a moment. Like,
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
You're happy in that moment that you buy it, that you purchase it, that you hold it. But it's like a new bike. Inside of 2 weeks, the newness is gone.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Because there's no spirit.
Yeah.
Because the spirit makes it alive, right? It's like a dog. If you have a puppy or a bike, they're two different things.
Yeah.
Right? And you'll have more joy, more happiness, more, how could you say, even contentment with the animal, with the puppy, with the dog, than you will with a bike.
Yeah, I believe that.
Because of the interaction, because there's a living, it's a living being that you're interacting with, right?
And it's like ever changing. So it like brings you the happiness like again and again and again every day, while the bike, it's the same. It doesn't change.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So if material wealth or material things bring you momentary glimpses of happiness, what brings you lasting happiness? It's a tough one.
A tough one. Yeah, I guess things that keep on giving every day, like health, like good health. If you wake up every morning and you're healthy, then every day that you wake up healthy, you're gonna be happy.
Well, you should be happy.
Yeah. And I think the problem is we start taking things for granted, like even health and stuff like that. So that's why we kind of lose the happiness. We might be content. Yeah, I'm healthy. I don't need any medicine today. We're content, but we kind of forget to be happy about that.
Yeah, it's because I think a lot of people, they don't realize what they have until it's gone.
Yeah,
Right.
absolutely.
So, how about you guys? What do you think? Contentment versus happiness. Which one would you pick? Which one would you choose, and why? And which one is more important in this life? This has been Borderline with the wrestler and the stripper. Write your comments and your thoughts in the comments section below and subscribe to us. We'll catch you next time.
Borderline. 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 With the wrestler and the stripper.